Hello, everyone. This is Jasmine, and this is Journey with Jasmine. I created this channel to take you all with me through my journey through life. It has been a very traumatic, it has been a very fun journey, it's been a very hectic journey, and I have realized that based on looking at me and based on people's perceptions and judgments of me, I don't look like what I've been through. One of my biggest struggles has been, I think, being vulnerable enough to admit when I don't have it all together and being vulnerable enough to admit when I need help. The last few years, or the last year or so, I have been placed in many different situations where I have been forced to open my arms to help. As you watch this video, you will see the intricacies of my mind, the battles that I have with my mind and over my life and spiritually. I decided to share this very raw footage because this is my way of admitting that I need help. This is my way of ridding the shame and the fear of stigma, because when you go through battles alone, it's easy to relapse. It's easy to go deeper into that dark hole. And I am at my end's wit. I'm tired. I am ready to surrender. I have surrendered to the Lord. And this is a part of my story. It's a part of my testimony. And now I'm going to put it out there to the world. I hope that you learn something from this. And I hope that it reaches the right audience. I just hope it reaches the right audience. And I want you to know that you are not alone. I want you to know that you will be okay. God is with you. Ask Him to fight this battle. Ask Him for help and surrender the problem to Him. Let Him know that you are not strong enough to do this on your own, and you're tired of trying to do it on your own, and you're ready to do it His way. Talk to a friend, a family member, but tell someone, so that way you are not battling this by yourself. And I know that it's very scary to do, but you have someone in your corner that you can talk to. Talk to them. With that being said, here has been my battle the past couple of months. And to be honest, this has been a battle for the last few years. But this has been the worst that it's gotten. And this is my first time, I think, that I've documented it. And yeah. What's good? I am coming out of another manic episode. It is July 9th, 2024. My last manic episode was between like October and December of last year. It lasted a little over a month or 2 months. This episode lasted like 3 weeks-ish. It's been full of sex with a lot of random men, multiple dozens, probably well over 30 for sure. I don't know if we've hit the 50 man mark. I'm not sure. Lots of stranger sex, obsession with sex, not working as much because I'm just hyper focused on sex, pleasure, spending outrageous amounts of money on food, overeating to the point where I can't eat anymore and I feel sick and nauseous. And this go around felt very dangerous. Like, I don't know if I'm pregnant. I do not know if I have caught something, but I hope, as usual, that I can come out of these things unscathed. I kind of feel like I want to cry. I kind of feel like just what the hell, like a heaviness and like a sadness. Like, I wish that this was an experience that I didn't have to have repeatedly. I wish that I could keep a balance in my life to where I don't feel like I need to do things like this and go off on the wayside. This go around, I did feel it coming on, and it started with me wanting to pleasure myself. So I started watching porn and touching myself. And when I went to Vegas, it graduated to me inviting men into like my hotel room. And then from there, it continued on when I got back home. And then the weed smoking picked up. And weed and sex for me go kind of like hand in hand, or really weed and my manic episodes go hand in hand, because when I'm high, I don't think about anything else but being high, eating, and sex. So it's very easy for me to kind of put the wise part of myself in the back seat and the wild version of myself in the front seat when weed or other drugs are involved. And I'm recording this video, I don't know, to document my experiences. I would like to be comfortable with sharing this one day. But yeah, there's like embarrassment wrapped in it. Like, some of the people I've screwed, I know in public. And I will probably eventually have to face these people again in public. But I'll be a different person though, like just a different mindset. And then it's like the men that I'm screwing, or the men that I'm giving my attention to when I'm going through these things, because my main focus is sex, it's like it's below the bottom of the barrel. Like how people say the standards are in hell. If we could go past hell, like there is no standard. I just want the dick. And I'm lying when I say I just want the dick, because realistically I really want a relationship. And that's what also brings me back to this place. It's like all the waiting and nothing's ever working out. And it's like, okay, what are my options? How can I healthily integrate sex into my life? I have no fucking idea. How can I incorporate this balance? Like, yeah, man. I've got to overcome this. I've got to defeat it. But boy, it almost feels like it's not possible. And that's not even how I speak. I think anything is possible. So to like constantly battle with something. And for me, like I was telling my therapist, especially sex, like I have so much history with sex. Just history and just trauma, misunderstanding, love, hate, betrayal. It sucks. It sucks for real. But yeah, so like I was discussing with my therapist, you know, what's going on or whatever. And for one, I'm officially diagnosed with bipolar, which is something I had to bring to my therapist. That wasn't something like she picked up herself. But yeah, there are parts within me that are at war with each other. Like, one part wants to do good and the other part's like, nah, fuck that bitch. let's paint the city red. There's parts that want to succeed. There's parts that don't want to succeed. There's parts that's really looking forward to success. And then there's another part that like fears success and doesn't want to take any of the necessary steps to get me there. There's days I think about selling coochie again. There's days where I can't even imagine doing something like that again. There's days I want to date and be in a relationship, and there are days that I'm appreciative of my singleness and I don't want a relationship. There's days I think about having kids. There's days I'm like, the kid-free life is for me. I struggle with like picking a path and sticking to it. Struggle with making decisions. Struggle with really, I guess, knowing myself and what I want. But then that's a decision, right? Lord, I am struggling. And I need your help on today and every day that I am here on this earth, Lord. I call on you to protect me, keep me safe, strengthen my discernment and my love and yearn for you, dear Lord. I haven't read my Bible this whole time. I mean, I went to church, read it then, that's it. So I've stopped uploading on YouTube, my TikTok. Okay, so I think my episode is officially over. I'm feeling irritated by the men that I've entertained during this fiasco. I'm annoyed, I'm disgusted, and pleasure through sex is no longer like at the forefront of all of my actions right now. So I think it's officially over. I recorded that last video and I still continued on a tangent, I think like immediately after recording that video. But today's Tuesday. I don't know if I recorded that video Thursday or Friday of last week. I honestly don't recall. But yeah, I went to go pick up my antibiotics and medications yesterday for like BV and like UTI and stuff like that, from all of the fucking and unprotected sex that I've been having and all of the fluids and things like that. Yeah, I'm just like, I'm out of the fog with all these men that I've entertained. It is all very much superficial. It's very just sex oriented. And to be quite frank, they have nothing else to offer me but penis. And oftentimes than not, they can't even be consistent with the penis or show up when they say they're gonna show up. Sometimes. I feel like a lot of the times. Because for me, one time is a lot of times. So don't tell me we supposed to meet at such and such time and all of a sudden you have other things to do. But yeah, but it's like, what am I supposed to expect when I'm meeting the men the way that I'm meeting them, and I'm giving up this good coochie the way that I'm giving it up? Like, it's not worth anything. So Yeah, as to be expected, I do feel like this part is over. I have blocked, I think, mostly all of them. I don't even want to see their names or their text in my phone. Do not text me, please. We have nothing else to discuss. Yeah. So I am on Facebook dating. I got on there maybe like 2 days ago, and I'm hoping I can find me like some kind of healthy relationship or arrangement where there is good sex, but they also respect me, they like me, they want me around, they're a man of their word. We go out on dates, we cuddle, we spend quality time, we be texting, we be talking on the phone, we be booed up. That's what I want. But I keep settling for these little scraps of a man because it's like I feel like I've just been waiting so long and I'm impatient and I really want this bad, Lord. I want this desperately, Lord. And I keep falling short. I know that now. And like my therapist said, like, how bad do I want to change? How bad do I want to change? So we gotta figure that out. I guess I don't know. It's my second week of classes and I'm literally just kind of floating on the water there. So yeah, I need to get my school schedule and organization together because baby, I am in my career field now and I'm over here bullshitting. But I guess it's better to have gone through this now at the beginning versus like in the middle of a semester or some shit like that. So, but yeah, so I have to prioritize my work and life balance. I have to start coming to work again because literally since I've gotten back from vacation, when I say like I have not been working for real, I don't think I've seen a $500 check yet. I think everything has been less than half of what I'm used to making. So yeah, but I got up this morning for work. I don't think I've been to work since like Thursday. Wednesday or Thursday. See, I've had a lot of time off from work, which is like what I really needed. And now I feel like I'm ready to get my head back into the game. And I just pray that I come out of this unscathed per usual. And the only thing that I can credit to that is the Lord. No pregnancies, no unwanted STDs, which is interesting. The only time I have caught any STD is when are you gonna get over? Is when when I'm just doing a lot of random fucking, but it's just interesting. As long as I was a sex worker, I never got an STD from sex work, but I got an STD from niggas I actually liked. Niggas I was fucking with for free. And yeah, also while in this episode, I'm not sure if I mentioned, but when I'm in these episodes, I have a reoccurring thought of going back into sex work again. Because when I'm first starting off and I'm doing all this fucking, it's for pleasure, it's fun. And then I get to a point where I'm so hyper focused on fucking, like I'm not even going to work as I should be going to work. And then I start thinking, like, if I'm doing all this fucking, why do I need to clock in? Like, you niggas should be paying my bills. But all this good coochie I'm giving out, I'm doing y'all a service. I'm doing social work. And yeah, it just don't be making sense. And I'll be thinking about charging these niggas or even like going back full-fledged into sex work. I swear to you, each and every time. And I'll be thinking like why did I stop for real? Like I feel like there is a part of me, or a big reason I stopped, is because I wanted to please people. I wanted people to be proud of me, and I cared about what people thought. And then there's a part of myself that feels like sex work is or was a big part of my life, and it's something that I should re-add to it, without taking into consideration how people feel about it. And also going back into the industry and being able to separate who I am from my work and my persona, because previously it was all merged, and I've like really struggled like separating the two. So we have to see how this goes. Yeah, today is July 16th, 2024, and I have just exited out of my second manic episode in less than a year, because my first one was November to December of last year. This year was June to July, and I'm noticing that they last about a month, but so much happens in that month. Oh wow, there's so much trash right here in the middle of the road. So yeah, bye. So I'm coming on here to describe my wild side, the side that comes out during my manic episodes. So I want to name this girl. I don't know what I want to name her. I don't want to name homegirl. Right now it's giving Sharkeisha, because Sharkeisha has no chill. And my wild side, she's stressed out. She's stressed out. She feels like she's not getting what she wants out of life. And she feels like all the good that she's doing is not being rewarded. And she's tired of doing good. And so she wants to do bad. She's like, fuck this. If doing good is not getting me what I want, then I'm going to be a bad girl. And so, as bad girl do as bad girl does, she resorts to very risky behavior that is a detriment to the rest of who Jasmine is. So she's a danger, okay? She's an absolute fucking danger. And this is in any capacity. I don't care if I'm on vacation. I don't care if I'm on a break. I don't care what I'm doing. Sharkeisha needs to be like locked away in a psych ward, okay? So when I envision Sharkeisha, I'm getting straight jacket. I'm getting 5150. I'm getting jail. All right? I'm getting committing crimes, robberies. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting snapped, right? I'm getting all that shit. Sharkeisha does not follow the rules. Sharkeisha does not care for rules. Sharkeisha is going to do whatever she wants to do to get pleasure and to take her mind off of things that have been stressing her out and overwhelming her. Sharkeisha is going to spend your savings. Sharkeisha is going to fuck your credit. Sharkeisha is not going to go to work. So Sharkeisha is going to go broke. And these things aren't just happening to Sharkeisha, it's affecting the rest of Jasmine. And that's why Sharkeisha was cool in a past life for me, like an older version of myself, but Sharkeisha has no place here, and Sharkeisha just needs to go. We don't need to be fucking all these people. We don't need to be smoking all this weed. We don't need to be entering these superficial situationships or none of that. Like, we really don't want to fuck all these people. Jasmine doesn't. Especially if you fucking 60 niggas and none of them is making you come. Like, what are we really doing here? Okay, what the fuck? What are we really doing here? Sharkeisha is not needed. Sharkeisha is not needed. Like, we've had a good run. We've had a good run, but baby, you are a danger now. You are a danger. And here's the thing. I accept you. You know, you feel me? I have accepted you. But it's time for you to just take a back seat, because you are affecting the rest of what Jasmine has going on, right? And let's be for real. Let's be for real. So yeah, so So I'm going to write this down because this is definitely one side of myself. Sharkeisha. Sharkeisha, Sharkeisha, Sharkeisha. The wild child. She is pissed. This girl is angry. This girl sees red. And this girl sees delusion. This girl sees disrespect. This girl, she doesn't value herself, like, at all. And she finds joy in taking control of situations. Like, she doesn't rely on faith, and she definitely, I don't think it really is relying on God either. So that's enough on Sharkeisha. So I'm going to Bible study. It is Tuesday night. My therapist invited me earlier. We had an emergency meeting today. And when I tell y'all, I'm so tired of being in this place mentally and emotionally. And I'm tired of feeling like I don't have control over it. And when I am here, I don't feel like God is present. Like, I did not want to go to this Bible study. I still don't want to go. But I feel like I need to. And I have to let God in. Like, I haven't been spending time with him daily. Like, I don't really have intentional... there hasn't been intentional time between me and God. Ever since I went into the episode, and then even after the episode, of just the risky behavior, like the shit that I'm doing. Then in addition to, I think that I am experiencing like withdrawal symptoms from fucking crystal meth and poppers. And the withdrawal symptoms from that, no sex, the fear of having HIV or some other detrimental health thing. You know what I'm saying? So there's this part of me that thinks about these things, and then there's the part of me that wants to derail me 1,000% and just sabotage everything that I have going on. And it's such a fucking isolating feeling or situation to be in, because it's fucking embarrassing and shameful. And I feel like I have to walk around with this big ass fucking secret. And I'm tired of letting this thing win. I'm tired of coming back here. Devaluing myself, hurting myself, putting myself in harm's way, making myself look stupid. stupid continuously. Why? What's the point? What am I doing?